the Web Manga. I am Agent Manga, and I know exactly how my hero is going to end. Let's start with at the end of this arc. By the end of this arc, Shigaraki has already killed Endeavor, All Might, and President Mike while crippling Aizawa. He has gone all the way to the well, stealing all their quirks before killing them. Then he stole all the heroes' quirks and killed all the heroes, including Mirako. It's sad. And this is me from the future, just letting you know, I just came back from the future. Or it could be an alternate future. Okay, this is how it ends. Shigaraki just slaughtered everybody at the hospital, and the doctor didn't get off scot-free. The doctor he lost a leg. And then Shigaraki went to the hospital, well, went to the mansion, killed everybody there, including the students, Danki, Tokuyami, all the other students just dead. Everybody dead. And he in fact killed some of his own guys. And when he found out that what Hawks did, he found Hawks and destroyed him with his bare hands. And then he went after UA. Then we had another time skip. Throughout that time, it had been like a 5-year time skip, and we had seen all the characters grow up. Sure, we just had a time skip, but after this arc, Shonen Jump had dropped my hero, and the Seinen Manga Company had picked up my hero, and kind of changed the name a little bit. My Slaughter Hero Academia. And it basically goes on from that point. Shigaraki has destroyed multiple cities. He has destroyed the whole Hero Society. And it's just like all the main characters, they've been training, they've gained Deku has gained all the abilities of every single previous user of All For One. Bakugo has unlocked a Quirk Awakening and has gained the ability, and also used Eri, who has mastered her quirk with her training with Aizawa, able to send Bakugo back in time to become the second user. And like Todoroki has unlocked a complete ability. He has been able to maximize. He can use absolute zero abilities now without he can use absolute zero attacks. And then there is his fire ability. He can melt. He's basically a volcano. Then everybody has gained power-ups. They've either gained Quirk Awakenings, or they've just gotten way more powerful. All the students are grown up. Some of them have died over the years, like Tail Guy, Sugar Guy, Invisible Girl, unfortunately. Also, Tail Guy and Invisible Girl died in the same fight. Half the class is dead. All that is left is Izuku, Bakugo, Todoroki, Uraka, and last but not least, Mineta. Those 5 are the only ones that are still alive. And then we see All Might. Everybody who could have helped them has either retreated, joined the villains, or are dead. Shigaraki has conquered everything. He's destroyed cities. He's built a paradise for himself. And then everybody came. The 5 remaining UA students. That is all that is left. Oh wait, Bakugo. Bakugo has also returned from going back in time. He passed All For One to a different person, which is Kirishima, who is still in the past. And Kirishima is right now is still in the past. Keep going it forward. Bakugo was only like the second user to explain it, and then gave it to Kirishima, so he could go back to the future. So Bakugo's returned to the future, and then Kirishima stayed in the past. But unfortunately, Kirishima died to All For One, and also in this point of the series, Tartarus has been destroyed, and Well, Shigaraki kinda offed All For One, saying that he didn't need any more help. And then, the final battle, I better mention. It was amazing. Students who had we seen throughout the series, the 5 main characters, they'd all readied themselves. They were all charging for battle. But it was an awesome, I can't even describe it. It was amazing. But, it was pointless. The first one to go down was Uraraka. Then, Todoroki. He died, thinking of his mother. His death scene was so amazing. He thought of his mother, he thought of his family, and even thought, Dad, I guess I'm joining you. All. He died. Tragically. Mineta tried his best to get everybody out of there. The only 2 that were left were Bakugo and Midoriya. They had done some serious damage, but Mineta, with his ability to create, he had awakened his quirk, so he didn't just create sticky balls, he could create a huge bunch of sticky liquid. He had trapped Shigaraki, and he demanded them to run and to tell everybody else, especially hot girls. That's especially what he forced them to tell. Tell them that I fought for justice. Then we keep going on throughout. Then we had a few chapters that were just depressing. Izuku and Bakugo worked together and traveled across the world, fighting off against Shigaraki's henchmen, eventually taking on the rest of them. The rest of the League of Villains. Collecting allies across the world. Each one, we gained 5 new allies, which I won't spoil who they are. But, it'll be awesome, these 5. They have amazing quirks. This final battle, the final battle of the series, it was a massive battle. The generals of Shigaraki, his demons, the demon generals, as he called them, Darby of the Inferno, Toga of the Blood of the Running River, who was another? Gigantomachia the Drat, and last but not least, Spinner of the Dragons. Spinner had unlocked his quirk. Now he can turn into a fucking dragon. And this battle was, the 5 new characters had fought the 4 horsemen who were their names, the 4 horsemen, and then the 2 of them left. Bakugo tried his best but died in Deku's hands, but he was able to take off Shigaraki's arm. But unfortunately, there was one person I mentioned who I lost, Uraraka. She was a slave to Shigaraki, and did a whole bunch of slave things for him, just to screw with Deku. Since they had a mental link, every thought that went through Deku's mind, he knew exactly how to kill every person that he came with. Deku couldn't believe it. And then Shigaraki, and it was amazing, the final battle. Shigaraki, before the battle, destroyed Uraraka in front of Deku, just saying, "It's because of you, everyone's dead." And the fight was amazing. Oh my god. My hero after the arc, that this present me, who I knocked out a little bit earlier today, so I could steal his shirt and everything. He's right now knocked out in the living room of my house. So I'm gonna have to time travel back to the future, but oh my god. Although the ending was incredible. Although, one thing that you won't expect, Deku was the greatest hero. He was almost able to kill Shigaraki. He defeated every other force that Shigaraki had. But it wasn't enough. and Shigaraki killed Deku, although each of them having a deep respect for one another. So, that is it. I just wanted you guys to absolutely know the ending. This was the final page of the series is a ruined world ruled by a ruined man. Shigaraki stands as the last human being on the planet. He destroyed everything. And at the end of the series, the last scene of all of My Hero is Shigaraki laughing maniacally for the last chapter. And that's it for My Hero, the actual ending, or a possible ending. I don't know, my timeline's pretty weird. So, this is it. This is Wave Manga. Is that what I'm still calling it? Is it? Yeah, it's Wave Manga. So, this is Wave Manga. I am Agent Manga. No wait, that was earlier in this time period. It's just Wave Manga. Signing out.